this dude had spent $15 on my book, Stop Simping Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, he'd have $800 in his pocket right now. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer. Take a trip into the macabre world of goth modeling in the new millennium in this spooktacular Spinsterella story. Pick up your copy of Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue. A brother spent $885 on a date with a woman, only for her to tell him she's not feeling it in the middle of that date and go home.
So listen, right? And don't judge me, but I don't take females out on dates. Like, that's just something I don't do. Like, I gotta really like you for me to take you out on a date. You feel me? But I do got a reason why I don't take females out on a date. So it was this one girl. She was like bad as fuck, fine, like body, face, mean, everything. So I had DM'd her. Boom, I kept DMing her, kept commenting on her story and everything. And she finally replied to me. So she
No, what did I tell you about online dating?
finally replied to me, like, we busting it up in the DM and everything. I'm talking to her, I'm like, yeah, I gotta take you out, let's go out, let's get out. She's like, all right, cool, how we gonna do that? Next day she texts me and she like, oh, pay for my hair. I'm like, how much your hair? She said $275. I'm like, all right, cool. Now let's keep in mind, that's $275, I'm down. So when I'm saying I'm down, y'all gonna understand why. I'm down $275. Cool. She go get her hair done. She get there, I guess she got late, so now she texting me like, oh, it's a late fee. The late fee $50. Can you pay it? I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. I sent her the $50. So now I think I'm down like, what, that's like $325, $300. So I sent her the $50, and then after I sent her the $50, boom, the night come, we supposed to be going out on a date. Now, mind you, we had to be there, I think, we had to be to the place at like 8:30, right? I get down there, we in Center City, the place in Center City, so I get down there, I can't find her. I'm like, where's she? I'm calling her, I'm not getting no answer or nothing. So now, I'm like, I ain't mad, but I'm like, damn, I was expecting this, like, all right, cool, it's whatever, I'm about to bit back home. As I'm driving back home, she called me like, oh, you where you at? That's why I'm be like, niggas take me out. I live right across the street from the place. This and that, I'm here now. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, calm down. Like, she start popping. I'm like, calm down. I'm gonna come back. Boom. I go back, right? I go in there. She already got a tab open on shots. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever. Boom. I get a couple shots. She get a couple more shots. So like, not like 5 or 10 minutes into us getting shots and shit, it was like about three bulls, like 4 girls, like 2 of the bulls, she knew them. So she called them over there, and they was cool. They wasn't on no, like, you feel me, hostile, none of that, rah, all type. Shook my hand, said, what's up, bro, all that. I mean, it was respectful on both sides. So she like, oh yeah, get some shots with us. So now in my mind, I'm like, oh, like, who about to be paying for this? Cause like, you got me paying shots for other dudes, like, what? Well, we not on that. So I end up somehow, like, they sat there, they took a couple shots, boom. We get a couple more shots. After that's over, the bill like 180 off shots. I paid it. I'm like, all right, cool. Pay the 180 off shots. So now we get to bowling. Now, me, I know how I bowl. I'm real competitive. Like, I know how I bowl, so like, I'm not going on a date. I'm still not going, go easy on you. So we bowling, boom, like, score like 161 and like, I think like 60 something, 50 something. She mad. I don't want to bowl no more. It's making my nails hurt, this, that, da. I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever, boom. Like, we sit there for like 10 more minutes, and we just both on our phones. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go do something else. She's like, all right, I want to go out. I'm like, all right, cool. It's this place called Cleopatra down South Street. We go down Cleopatra. Now, mind you, it's bring your own bottle. So I had bottles at the crib, so I Ubered 2 bottles to me. It was dark Casamigos. I ordered the 2 bottles to me to the club. Boom, we get in. It's $40 to get in. I paid the $40 for both of us, so that's $80. I'm down like probably 6 times already. Like, so we get in there or whatever. She like, oh, I don't like Casamigos. I don't want Casamigos. I want Don Julio. Now, mind you, the place that we went to, my brother was there because it was his birthday. He was there with his girl. So they got the Don Julio or whatever. So now my brother, they got 2 Don Julio bottles. I got 2 Casamigo bottles. She don't want to drink the Casamigo. She want the Don. So my bro, like, he like, all right, like, give her some shots. We give her, like, they give her, like, I think, like, 4 shots out of the Don Julio bottle. Boom. She drink the shot. I want more. Like, she literally, like, I need some more. That ain't nothing. That ain't gonna turn me up. That ain't gonna get me lit. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, okay. So now I know it's a bring your own bottle, but I know they got bottles in the back. So I tell the boy that own, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I need a bottle. Like, what you got? He like, I got Don, but it's gonna cost you $250. I'm like, $250? I'm like, damn, all right, bet. I'll pay the $250 for the bottle. When I tell you, like, bro, 15 minutes in for me getting the bottle, bro, she drunk the whole bottle and still wanted more. Now she a little, like, lit. She a little tore out of her mind a little bit, right? So he's sitting there drinking. So now I'm like, she told me I want hookah. So I ain't even gonna lie. Now I'm on the type tip like, yo, it's like 1 now. I'm like, when we about to go to the crib? Like, this, that. You feel me? So I run to the bathroom real quick to check my pockets. Because I'm like, I gotta make sure I got enough bread on me. She has all this stuff. Cool. I go to the bathroom. Now, mind you, I am a little on to myself. But, like, I'm making sure, I'm aware of everything. Something tell me, like, go back out there. Like, count your money and go back out there. Hurry up. I go back out there, she nowhere to be found. She gone. So I go to my brother. I'm like, yo, like, where she go? Where the little girlie go? He like, she walked outside, walked that way. I don't know where she at. I'm like, all right, cool. So now I walk out of the little lounge club joint, Cleopatra. I'm like, yo, like, we on South Street, Boundary. She like 3 blocks down. So, like, I'm screaming, there's nobody out there. I'm like, yo, where you going? She come all the way back. She like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. Your folks being weird. Like, I'm just ain't feeling it. I'm going to go home. I'm like, home? You about to go home, and I just damn near spent almost a stack on you in one night. And you not about to, like, you feel me? Like, you ain't going to give me nothing. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, no, we going to go to my crib. You ain't got to go home. She, no, I'm just not feeling it. Like, this is not my vibe. Like, I'm better than this, and like, I'm gonna just go home. I'm not feeling it, bro. Like, moreover of the story, that's why I don't take females out, because of stuff like that. And I ain't even saying like I'm on, like, it just depends. If me and her was on that was the plan. You feel me? And she did that, so I'm like, oh yeah, no, like, never again.
In this video on TikTok, this brother says he doesn't go out on dates and recounts an example of a bad experience where he spent $885 on a woman and she wound up leaving the date midway, saying that she wasn't feeling him. And when I looked at this video of this black man, I basically wound up shaking my head, because this guy basically showed me how green he was as related to the social marketplace, and how his complete inexperience wound up with him winding up paying for a magical evening that basically went and turned into a complete disaster. Now, what's happening here with this guy is basically he's showing me, again, as related to what the story he's telling, he really has no real good social or interpersonal skills, because any guy who has good social and interpersonal skills would understand the last place you want to go as related to dealing with women is social media. Now, this guy talks about how he was on a social media platform like Instagram, and he saw this very attractive woman, and as he saw this very attractive woman, he decided to slip into her DMs and send her a direct message, not understanding that the last place a man who has anything of worth wants to go is going online, because on online dating, this is the bottom of the barrel. And if you're going in this whole place of online dating, you're not going to find quality women at all. No, you're not going to find a quality woman online. No, the only women online are women looking to prey on gullible simps and look for gullible simps to get an easy payday at their expense, because the only reason why this woman is online is because she has serious character issues that keep her from being able to have relationships with actual men in the real world, so she has to create a virtual persona online in order to get the attention of guys who don't understand how to socialize at all in the real world. And that's the big problem with this guy here. He basically fits the pattern and profile of a cyber simp that I talk about in my book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace. And this cyber simp, because he did not have any sort of good interpersonal skills or observational skills or male life skills, he basically was going online thinking, oh, this girl is so hot, she got a great body, she got a great face, she got great feet, so I'm gonna see if I can get her attention, not understanding that this woman basically is setting him up, and setting him up because he didn't have any good critical thinking skills to be able to ask the question I asked in Stop Simping in Cyberspace in Chapter 2, and that question is, why is this woman online? Because if a woman is a good woman and is of character, she is not going to be online trying to show herself off. No, she's going to have values and character and want to go out here and have real relationships with real people in the real world, not go online looking to show off her assets to just everybody in the hopes of seeing what guy will take the bait. And that's where this guy basically got it all twisted, because he saw a fine woman online, decided to go out here and think he had a shot at her in those DMs. And as he was in those DMs, this woman saw that she had a easy simp that she could go out here and make into a mark and use that mark to go out here and run a game on him as related to meal and drinks. That's what she saw with this simp. And this dude basically couldn't see that his first mistake was just going online, because again, if you're a man with any sort of value as related to yourself and any sort of character as related to yourself, you're not online looking for women. No, you're out here doing your business and the women are coming to you. You don't got to go out here and run online, because again, guys who go online because they have no social skills, they have no mouthpiece, they have no game, they have no masculine presence whatsoever, and because they don't have those tools, they gotta go online, slipping into some DMs, looking at some woman who basically has her face completely made up, basically got all sorts of filters on her pictures on IG, and thinking, oh, this is a hot chick. But in actuality, you're dealing with a chick who's creating a persona to cover up the hot mess that her life is. And that's what the big mistake that this guy made, again, thinking he had a shot after she replied to him in the DMs. And really, the way she replied to him in the DMs, as he described, showed me that this woman really wasn't interested, because, again, if a woman is interested, all you got to do is send one text message and she will get back to you almost immediately. Again, when a woman is interested, I talk about this in my other book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. And when a woman is interested, you make one call, you make one text message, and the woman's going to get back to you immediately. But when a woman is taking her time to get back to you, it shows that she's not interested and she's not available. But this guy just kept on pushing and kept on pushing, again, showing this woman that this guy, again, had no respect for himself, had no understanding of his intangibles of manhood, such as his dignity and his self-respect. And as he was in this woman's DMs, she basically saw that, okay, I got me a sucker. I got me a sucker who I can go out here and be able to take for a ride. And as she got involved with this dude, she basically, again, set up a date where she was going to go out here and get a payday at his expense. And that's basically what happened here to this dude. Again, he's in the DMs. He sets up this date where she says in order to go out with him, he's got to pay for her hair. And that's like the third red flag. First red flag is, one, this woman is online. Two, the second red flag is that this woman, again, is taking her sweet time to get back to you in the DMs. The third red flag is she's saying, oh, I want you to pay for my hair, basically pulling a crap test on this dude to see what she can get away with and if this guy will set any boundaries. And since this guy is so thirsty for the attention of this female, what he does is go out here and he goes out and sends her $275 to go get her hair done. And that's where many smart men would say after the request for getting their hair done, "Now, I'll see you later. Bye. I ain't got no time for you. No, I ain't paying for no woman's hair to go out on no date with her. No, if she's strong and independent and got her own job, she can go out here and go pay for her own hair. No, I ain't paying for no woman's hair to go out on no date with her. I ain't married to that woman, so I ain't got to pay her for no hair to go out with me. Now, it's only something you do for your wife." Now, after he sent the money for her to do her hair, which I thought was basically dumb at that point. I mean, again, if you're a woman, you got your own money. And if a woman is on IG, I will tell you right now, she got more than one source of income. This woman possibly got a job. She possibly got a man on the side who basically getting that money and blowing the back out. And she possibly got a whole pool of simps sending her thousands of dollars every week, and who see her pictures. So she don't need your money. But this dude basically thought, "Oh, I'll give her this money." He failed the crap test right there by not setting a boundary and charging her to the game. No, he sends her the $275, and then she says, "Oh, I'm doing my hair. There's a $50 late fee for missing the appointment." And I would say, look, that's not my fault. That's on you. I mean, I wouldn't even go that far. I mean, once you said, okay, you taking your sweet time with the DMs, and I don't even bother with IG as I see it as that. I wouldn't even be online at all. But when I look at this whole situation again, I look at this dude. I mean, basically the woman saying, "Oh, I want money for my hair," and then she's saying, "Oh, it's a $50 late fee," which is complete BS. I mean, that's your fault. That's your money. And again, this guy again still pays the $50, and after he pays the $50 for the late fee, basically this woman possibly getting a free meal at his expense with that $50, and then he goes to the club to go meet this woman, and as he goes to the club, she basically can't be found, showing me again this woman ain't interested in dude, showing me she's not into dude because, again, she's sending the signals early on as related to the contact. This woman ain't really into this dude. I mean, you're basically at the club, and you can't find the woman, and she's not answering, and then he left, he came back, and then he eventually meets her, and then he's going out here after eventually meeting this woman finally, not thinking about getting to know her and finding out about her as related to already. She's showing you that she's already someone who ain't into you. She's already showing you she ain't into you. He continues to go on simping, spending over $180 on shots for her, and she also, as she's getting these shots, she decides to get some shots for some dudes that are with her. And again, another red flag, if she got dudes out here and buying drinks for dudes, she's showing you basically she has absolutely no respect for you. I mean, here you are, you spent all this time trying to get this woman's attention. You went out here, you paid for her hair, you paid a late fee. She don't want to talk to you when you meet her at the club, and then she's bringing dudes over and saying, "Hey, I want you to pay for these dudes' drinks." She has no respect for you at all. Because when people go out on dates, they make that person a priority. They make that person a priority. They make that person the center focus of that date because they really care about that person. They're really interested in that person. They want to spend time with that person. But if this woman isn't looking to make you a priority and doesn't want to spend time with you and basically is making you jump through hoops to get with her, that basically is letting you know this woman ain't into you. And the best thing for you to do is charge this woman to the game and keep it pushing. But this dude is so green. He continues to go on, spends $180 on shots. Then, after spending money on another man for him to drink at your expense, he then goes out here and spends another $250 on Don Julio, a bottle at the club. And after he spends all this money having bottles Ubered over and then spending another on some Don Julio, what this woman does is in the middle of this date is then go out here and decide to leave, telling him she ain't feeling her when she never felt him in the first place. Because when a woman is feeling a dude, he ain't got to spend a dime on that woman. No, all he got to do is go meet her either in a park or a Starbucks, and she'll basically pay her own way, and she'll pay pay her own way because she sees you as somebody she wants to follow the lead of, and she sees you as somebody she wants to respect. And sadly, that's what flew over the head of this dude, who basically was out here looking to go out here and try to show out to this woman, looking to go out here and show out by trying to show how much money he can spend, when you don't need finance to get romance. No, you just need to get your head in the game. And sadly, this guy's head wasn't in the game. And as he was green out here, he basically got fleeced for over $885 going out on a date with a female who never was interested in him, and basically sitting up here saying, this is why I don't go out on dates, when the reason why he's messing up on dates is because he didn't get to understand how the game actually works as related to dating. And that's all due to because many of these males grow up without a father or other men to teach them how the game works. No, since there's no man there to teach them how the game works, they go out here and they fall for women online thinking, oh, so this woman's paying me attention, then I got a shot. No, you never had a shot. The game was rigged from minute one. And basically what this female was doing was going out here and showing how little regard she had for you. No, she saw a dude just basically as an easy way to get a free series of drinks and a free series of bottles at his expense. And after she got her drink on, she basically let this guy know she wasn't into him, because she was never into him, because again, you don't know nothing about nobody online outside of the pictures they present. And the pictures they present basically are something that they made up as related to their personality and their persona that they're creating. No, you're not meeting a real person, because this is what they put up there. But this guy should have figured out what this woman's real character was when in the beginning, because again, when women are interested, like I talk about in my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, again, all you do is send one text message as related to things, and as related to after you meet them in person, not meet them online, but meet them in person, because the easiest way to get to know someone is to meet them face to face. And when you meet a person face to face, you're going to get a sense of who they are. You're going to get that sense of who they are, because you're going to feel their energy, their spiritual energy, their vibe, and you're going to get a sense of their body language. You're going to get a sense of their energy, and that's going to give you a sense of who they are. So when you meet someone, it's best to meet face to face, because that way you can observe this person actions, you can read their whole energy and their vibe, and get a sense of if they are really into you or they're not, because your instincts will tell you, okay, this chick ain't really feeling me, so I'm not going to invest no more time in her. Because some chicks, what they will do is, if they ain't feeling you, yeah, they'll give you a phone number, and sometimes they'll see if they can, they'll see if you can go out here and talk to them, and if they have a place where the refrigerator is empty, or they just want to go out, they'll go and contact you. They'll go and contact you for some free meals and free drinks. And again, it'll show in the way that they text message back to you or they call back to you. They'll show you whether or not they're interested. And again, if they're interested, they're going to call you immediately or text you immediately and set up something. But if they're not really interested, you send in 2, 3, 4 DMs or text messages. And again, this chick ain't responding. It tells you, okay, she's not into me, so I'm going to let her go on about her business. And if she wants to go somewhere, we're not going nowhere expensive. Maybe take her to that Arab red and white chicken place. Maybe take her to the Popeyes and get her a 2-piece dinner, or maybe take her to the local Chinese restaurant, get some shrimp fried rice and chicken wings, so I can get out here and read her all around, not go out here and look to spend hundreds and even thousands of dollars on some magical evening, hoping to create a covert contract to impress her, saying, oh, I got all this money and I can take care of you. No, it's not about you taking care of her, but her showing you respect. And if she shows you respect, then you can go out here and look to further pursue things, but you're not spending any money, because what you want to see in this woman is if she has the values and character to go out here and look to be a helpmeet to you. You want to see if this woman wants to help meet your needs, not go out here looking to chase a woman. That's the mistake that a lot of guys like this dude make, is thinking they gotta chase this woman, when in actuality it's about seeing if this woman is going to respect you to follow your lead. No, you got to see if this woman respects you and wants to cooperate with you. I talk about this in my novel, not my novel, but my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, because I write novels as well, but the whole thing is in my nonfiction book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. I talk about, respect and cooperation. And again, if a woman respects you, she's not going to be out here looking for you to be spending a whole bunch of money to give her a magical evening that she will never forget. No, she's going to go out here and look to leave a first impression on you, looking to get your respect and looking to show respect to you. That's what she's going to be looking for as related to the possibility of a relationship. But this guy basically, he went out here thinking, oh, I'll spend all this money. I'll take her to the club. And that's just really stupid, because, again, bringing a woman to the club or meeting a woman at the club is like going to the beach for sand. You don't go to the club to go out here and take a woman on a date. No, it's like going to the beach for sand, because sand is everywhere. And again, you're taking this woman to a club, and again, she's showing you that she basically, if she's got other guys looking to get shots for them, it basically shows me that they're possibly giving her a shot in the backside as they're blowing the back out. And again, any guy would have seen that and said, okay, I see she's talking about giving other dudes shots. Again, want to take my money and give it to another man. An open disrespect direct to your face. Again, that's open disrespect. Let my homie get a drink at you. No, he got his own job and his own money, so he can go pay for his own drink. So that really in and of itself shows how inexperienced this dude is and how green he is, because no man is going to sit there and have a woman come up to him and say, hey, let my friend who's a man get a drink, because that right there shows how little respect she has for you. And again, the disrespect was shown directly to this guy, but he couldn't really read it because he was mesmerized by those pictures and possibly creating fantasies about how he was going to get her to drop the skid mark Victoria's Secret thong and possibly get his taste of the atomic waste from the special place, when this woman was preparing to give him nothing at all, because what women like this love to do is take a simp like this and turn him into a trick where he's paying for the possibility of getting her to drop those skid mark jockey draws, and him getting the possibility of putting the carbon rod in the atomic waste reactor, and him leaving with a spent carbon rod that's still ashy and extra dry. That's basically what happened to this dude. I mean, she basically, again, turned him into a trick and played him like a fool. That's what happened here to this dude in this whole situation that he talked about, and it left him bitter as related to the end of things. But had he gotten some advice from a seasoned man, he would have basically, again, had over $885 in his pocket and kept it pushing. He would have had his money in his pocket and would have been dealing with quality women. But because this dude didn't have anybody seasoned to sit down and talk to him like a father, and didn't have them go out here and spend all that money on books like Stop Simping in Cyberspace and Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, he was basically a simp who got played for over $885 on a date as related to things. And the sad part is, dude sitting up here talking about how he had to count his money. Well, he could have had his money in the bank and not even had to deal with this female in the first place at all. No, he could have had all his money in the bank and not even had to deal with her at all, because I see lots of women on IG all the time. Again, I could care less about them because I got more important things to focus on, like my SJS Direct imprint and looking to go out here and trying to sell books and trying to reach people as related to giving them good information that would hopefully keep some money in their pocket and keep them from getting played like this. That's what I'm trying to do here at the SJS, as related to SJS Direct Imprint and myself. But I know from, again, years of experience, again, when you're dealing with females like this, they basically, again, they want to see what they can get early on. This is what I learned back when I was 14 years old in the late 80s, that a lot of times chicks will feel you out, and some of them will even go out on a date with you just to see what they can get. Again, they're not really into you at all, and if you don't know how to read a girl or a woman, you'll sit there and get yourself played. And what's even worse, with some of those guys back in the 80s, they would get so in their feelings that they just didn't understand how the game worked. Now, I understood how the game worked. I understand when women, again, when they're really genuine and interested, they got a way of acting and letting you know and sending you signs. But if a chick ain't, there are some chicks out there that will feign it like, oh, I'm into this guy, but I'm not really into him. What I want to see is what I can get out of him. And you have to know how to have some discernment to be able to read women. And sadly, this guy, again, is real green. He ain't got no seasoning to understand how to, again, read women and read body language, read vibes, read the tone that they're speaking in. I mean, there's a lot that you have to observe when you're dealing with women. You have to be able to read women. And again, if you can read a woman, you can, again, basically keep yourself out of bad situations because you're already studying this woman's, one, you're looking at the company she's keeping. Two, you're looking at her body language. You're looking at how she's talking to you. You're listening to everything and watching everything and getting that sense, okay, maybe this chick ain't really into me, so I just need to keep it pushing. And again, a lot of guys think, oh, I can go online and it's going to be easier for you. No, it's going to be a lot harder because, again, this woman, again, is creating a persona, but you have to ask that critical question I asked in Chapter 2 of Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Why is this woman online? Why is this woman online? Because if she was a quality woman, some guy would have snapped her up, or she would have snapped up a dude, and that would be the end of it. She wouldn't be online looking, again, trying to sell people on herself and trying to put up sexy pictures. Again, the sexy pictures would be in her husband's album, and he will be checking them out if she when now and then, but he wouldn't really have to check them out because he got the real thing at home. So she would be with there looking to, again, serve her man, not looking to go out here and get served by a group of simps. And again, you have to have critical thinking and ask yourself, again, why is this woman online? But this guy didn't ask that question, and that's how he got played for $885 on a date. Again, a date he didn't have to go on, and he didn't have to go on to create that magical evening. Again, hoping to get that covert contract, he'll impress her that he's a baller, but the whole thing is she's got him by the balls, and as she's got him by the balls, she basically milked him for $885 on a date, got some free drinks, and got her friends free drinks, and left him sitting there looking like a chump, being played for a sucker. And that's sadly what happened to this dude in this whole situation, a situation he could have avoided had he just gone out here and gotten some game from some other men. Now, if you want to avoid being like this dude, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace, and Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. And you can find both of those books in paperback and Kindle format on Amazon.com in paperback. And you can also find them at other online bookstores like Draft the Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you want to see me make more videos taking simps to the barbecue, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl. The aspiring angel takes on a wicked teenage witch in this action-packed, all-new Esteemed series adventure. Pick up your copy of Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, A Thorn in My Side. The man who rules the world takes on an agent from the CIA, from the Black Boule, in this all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get your copy of John Haynes' A Thorn in My Side in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.